talked to many of you, but this is the first time that I've really stood up in front of all of you who are left to say anything at all. So hi and welcome to PorcFest. I hope all of you had a great time for the last 98 minutes of it, or whatever's left. And I want to start off, this is the closing ceremony, and this is going to be kind of fun. I have some things to say, but first I'm going to do a little something, Carla's going to do a little something, and then I'm going to bore you all. We'll do a little Q&A, and then I'll introduce our next speaker, who's going to close it up, and that's going to be really exciting. I'm going to stick around and actually listen to that because I want to hear what Sam has to say. So the first thing I want to do is explain something that we've done, and I hope that this inspires all of you to go therefore and do likewise. We have a program in place called the Golden Porcupine, and the Golden Porcupine is an award that we give out to people who personally recruit, this is personal, who recruit at least 3 other people who, when they sign up for the Free State Project, mention them by name as their source to the Free State Project. And we have awarded some people with this in the past, and I don't remember the whole list, but people like Mark Edge and probably Walter Williams. I don't know, we gave one to him because we thought that was cool. But there's been many, and I don't know who they all are off the top of my head, but there's a list on the website. And it's very exciting for these people because there's not very many, and the Golden Porcupine really is a golden porcupine. And so today, we want to do that again because there's a couple of them who we want to recognize for this outstanding achievement. The reason we picked 3 people is very simple. If all of the existing participants did exactly what those people have done, we would be done. We would have 20,000 participants. That's all it would take. So all of you in this room can set that example for everybody else, and if we replicate this, you too will make my life miserable because I will have to give out 8,000 golden porcupines next year, and then we'll have a big party. So right now, I want to call up the first of the 2 people who will receive this award today, and they did it personally, but they did it in an interesting way. Will Buchanan walked from the West Coast to the East Coast. I can't even walk up the hill, and he walked 3, 4, how many miles did you walk, Will? Come up here, come up here. How many miles? 3,206 miles. I can't even fly that far. Yeah, maybe, almost. So, and because of that, people who Will met along the way or who watched Will's blogs said, I signed up for the Free State Project because of Will Buchanan. And we've done something here. We're giving one award, but I want to make a mention that this was not Will, this is Will and Brooke. And I can't stress how important it is for those of us who have families, whether it be just 2 people or 3 or 5 or 10, and whatever ages they may be and whatever the relationships may be, for those of us who have families, there is significant strength in the family if they all work together, and they did. Brooke had a very important part, Will had a very important part, and so this award goes not to Will, but to Will and Brooke Buchanan for their outstanding is the real deal. So thank you, Will. Do you want to say a little something? Please.
Well, thank you, Varrin, and thank you everybody here who came to PorcFest. I mean, the whole point of PorcFest is to get people interested and see what the Free State Project is all about and how much fun people are having up here. So, I was happy to walk across and hopefully get some people interested in the Free State Project and move up here soon. And it was quite an experience, and I couldn't have done it without Brooke. She was invaluable. So, yes, thank you, everybody.
had the pleasure of walking with Will. I didn't walk 3,206 miles, but I walked about 1. I found out I asked him, they just had crossed into New Hampshire, and I happened to not be available when he did that. And I saw him then at Tap Room Tuesday, and I said, where are you doing? Walking, what are you doing? You know, he hadn't got all the way there. He said, well, I'm walking through Keene tomorrow. I said, well, what route are you taking? Oh, I'm going to go down blah, 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 blah on Arch Street. And I said, oh, you're going to walk right in front of my house. So I said, call me when you're down the street. I'll go walk with you. So he called me. And we took a walk. It was kind of cool, and he made a little video, you know, so you can, I don't know what day it was, but you can go find that if you want. We have another in the room, and this is one of the interesting things that has cropped up, I would say recently, maybe not so much in the early days, but there's people around here who carry firearms. This is a form of self-defense, right? If somebody is aggressing against you, and you're able to defend yourself, then you might live to tell about it, and somebody else might learn that that kind of aggression is a bad idea. But there's another form of self-defense that is overwhelmingly peaceful, very, very persuasive, and it comes in the form of showing them what's happening. And we have here some video cameras, and of course part of Will and Brooke's deal was showing what happened. Well, one person really got the ball rolling on showing people what's happening. And that person is right now holding one of those cameras, Dave Ridley right over there. And Dave can video himself. FreeStateProject.org. Now I'm a golden porcupine, I'm a golden porcupine. Dave Ridley, congratulations, because you have been responsible for recruiting at least 3 other people and are now officially, you want to look at it? Here we go. Because Dave's got it, and in fact, oh, I can see this. Here we go. FreeStateProject.org. Can you say it? You do it better than me. FreeStateProject.org. That's the big one. Here it is. Thanks to that, Dave is our newest golden porcupine. Yeah, thank you, Dave. Wow. And I'd love to thank your wife. So when you meet her, let me know. Yeah, that's the real deal, man. You could hawk that for something. That's gold. I told you, that's the real deal, man. So if y'all want a hunk of gold, a hunk of metal, that's going to get you through it, you know, and it's got a pretty porcupine, and it says AU. So, Dave, thank you, and
thank you for doing work that's less glorious.
Well, thank you. You want to say something? Come say something. Oh, sure you can. FreeStateProject.org.
Yeah, FreeStateProject.org/Liberty Forum. FreeStateProject.org/Liberty Forum.
All right. Thank you, Dave. And in a few minutes, I'm going to talk about the FreeStateProject.org/Liberty Forum. But before I do that, thank you, Dave. Before I do that, and I got to tell you, just personally, you know, I mean, we give these awards because you got three new participants that named you by name. But I personally enjoy your little ads on the Ridley reports. I think that's cool. So.